was told. I see the fucking red tape.
No, we're recording. I'm just saying. I can always say we start now.
I was told by a gay man. We was out. This was my ex's best friend, gay ass Ricky. He was like, and there was this dude, and we were in a gay bar. We had Ripples. We were at a gay bar, and I'm like, Ricky,
hang on, just pause. You said a gay bar named Ripples?
It's the gay bar, and it's the biggest or the most popular gay bar in Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
It's right there on Ocean and fucking Granada, right on the corner. Like it's.
And this is like your Cheers?
No. My Cheers was down the street, Panama Joe's. The second street in Granada. That was my fucking Cheers. I never had to pay for shit in that fucking place. Dude. But
where everybody forgets your name.
Boom.
After you take them home.
That's where I met the old bitch that kicked me out because her husband was coming.
I think you said that was the Long Beach story.
That was that bar. That was that bar.
Kicked you out.
I got another funny story about a chick pulling me out of that bar too. I was with my cousin and I had drove him there. I'm like, I can't leave my cousin. She was like, well, bring his ass too.
Were you like waiting in the other room or something?
Bruh, no, he watched the whole shit. Like she was nasty. He watched the whole shit.
I don't know. I don't have a cousin I could do that in front of.
Dude, so this is like literally he's a year older than me. Like this is my best. Like if I didn't have Mickey, he's like that's my best friend, but he's family, so I don't like to call him my best friend. That's just the closest.
Does that need to be bleeped out, or is that cool?
No. This nigga. That's a nigga that we could definitely get.
Oh, he want to come on and talk.
Dude, he has an album. He has an album on iTunes.
Definitely.
This motherfucker plays.
Have him come in and do.
This is the one I told you. He plays guitar. He plays all the guitars.
I got enough mics. I can hook up. He can do a little. We could do a.
He'll
live,
grab that motherfucker.
That's what
right
I'm saying. We could do a live little segment. Like, it'd be great.
He's the man.
I would love to do that.
He's the man. Like he used to do, the GS bar on Manchester. It's the Game Sports Lounge, but it's right across the street from the comedy store. Not comedy store.
Manchester.
Yes. Right by Randy's Donuts.
Are we talking like in Burbank or something?
No, fucking Inglewood.
Oh no, I do not know.
Right by the big donut.
Okay, by that big, yeah.
It's you make a right off the freeway.
I've never hung out down there, but yeah.
Like you for what? Well, they're great.
No, actually, I did a set down there near, like in.
Oh, you were working. You were fucking. Wow. You didn't venture off the goddamn set. Who cares? Or you did a set in the comedy.
Yeah, I did a
the J spot.
Set.
The J spot.
The J spot. Yeah.
So the GS Lounge is right across the street.
Oh, because I went to the karaoke bar in the shopping center.
So, but JS because it's upstairs. J spot is upstairs.
Okay.
And they got a bar downstairs, which is but the GS Lounge is across the street in that shopping center with like an Asian spot.
Yeah,
it's a big black sign that just says GS.
Okay, I've driven past. I've just never went.
If you were at the J spot, you definitely drove past it because they're literally not even a block. Like J spot is on the corner of that shopping center before you get to that next corner.
Oh, okay,
across the street.
Okay, over there.
Because you remember that Burger King?
But I don't remember an upper floor though, where I was at.
J spot is upstairs.
No, that was where. Then I wasn't there. I was at.
It might be downstairs, and the sign is just upstairs.
Oh, okay, that's probably right. That's like a side. It's like you can hang out on the side, and then you go on. Yeah,
because it's a huge shopping. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then there's a karaoke thing.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah. But
GS,
that
was the spot.
The J spot, because the dude that owns it is J. Anthony Brown, the comedian. That's he owns that motherfucker. Okay. But GS Lounge, my cousin was every Tuesday they would do an open mic music shit, and my cousin was like the narrator, the host.
Yeah.
So he'd be up there doing his songs and shit.
Next up, we have a man who's tried very hard.
And I went there and I went to kick it with him one fucking Tuesday. And this motherfucker gets me on stage to do what song was it? It was one of them sexy songs that had he was singing it and it had a rap verse and I knew it.
Like a Cardi B song you sang?
No, I think it was damn it, I know it. Oh, it's gonna bother me because it was one of Jay Holiday's songs, I think. It was I'm about to put you to bed.
I can't tell you I know his catalog.
But you know that song. Nobody. He only had one album, and that's the only one that. Well, he got some. It's a bedtime album. but that's the only one that was like a hit.
And not putting your kids to sleep, ladies.
No, that's a you gonna if they in the house, you gonna wake the kids up.
Oh man.
It's one of them. We fucking tonight, bitch. It's that album. Like,
when I was at that age, this reminds me of when you're like you're scared to like sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh, I want my parents. You're like 10, 8, something like that, right? Kid. And I had that moment, like I had a nightmare or something. I don't remember the nightmare. All I remember is I'm walking to they had like a stairway up to their room. They had like the upper floor. They had like a little tiny living room and then a bedroom. And as I'm going up there, I hear smooth jazz, like Kenny G shit.
You're right, Art LeBeau
coming out, and some heavy breathing. And I was like, halfway up those stairs, I was like, you know what? I think I can handle this nightmare myself tonight. I think I became a man that day.
That happened to me when I was about 8 or 9, and I just because we had the bathroom like our room was like the end of the hallway, or like the door before the end, and the bathroom was like, the end, the dead end. It was the door. So I just walk out. I'm trying to go to the bathroom, and I just hear similar effects. And I was just like,
the smooth jazz as well?
No music, just
they had the soundtrack
noise,
in yet.
Right. Bruh. Because they couldn't, because my dad has always been like he got sound systems. Like
you didn't watch wrestling as a kid? You weren't like, oh, what?
No.
You didn't come in with a chair and hit him over the head?
I watched wrestling and fucking Skin and Max. Well, I knew the difference.
That's right, real sex. We talked about real sex.
I knew the difference.
Man, so kids are really losing out having to find their own education with that. Because like having forced to watch the only thing you might see titty on to get this documentary series about all these different things.
Bruh.
Like
they're missing. They're not getting the class. They're just getting.
Yeah, that's right.
They're just getting the depiction. It's just like,
not even the depiction. They're getting
the raw.
They're getting to choose.
It's all X videos, Pornhub. They're getting the nitty gritty.
Oh yeah.
The build. They're not getting.
You meant class like the nice, like the
backstory
class, right? No. I meant class like a classroom.
Me too. That's what I meant. They're not getting the study on the act. They're just getting to see the act in the rawest and nastiest and
right. And there's a time and place for that.
Boom.
But
this is why all these kids just want to meet you in the bleachers and get banged out. They don't,
How many times have you been asked to go and bang in the bleachers?
We didn't have bleachers at my school. We had a back room where we kept the fold up chairs, and we'll call that the bleachers. And man, I was 7th and 8th grade. I had a chick that was every fucking Monday, Wednesday. Because we got out of school at 12:30 on Fridays, and she was 5th period. Every 5th period we meet, and
so every like 5 months. 5th period.
For my entire 7th through 12th, at least once or twice a week, and that's what happened after 9th grade.
You got caught.
That's when not back there.
Somewhere else. You got caught somewhere. Okay. See, I wasn't like you.
And I got caught giving fucking cunnilingus. Like I got caught with my chick's legs on my shoulders in fucking 9th grade by the fucking principal of our school.
Grade?
Yeah.
Man.
This Brittany Ruby, this is a chick I lost my virginity to.
Wow.
We were, we had already lost it. So we were out there.
You were looking for it. Maybe it's down there.
Me and her, no, we had already... We fucked in 8th grade.
Oh boy!
So 9th grade.
You're one of those. Was that normally out here in California?
As far as I know.
Yeah, because like in Texas,
all the chicks do.
It was not. You know what I mean? Like it was very not normal.
I feel like it was. That's the thing about growing up in places where, woe is you. Like it's. Everybody got some freak in them. It's just
no, for sure. I just think it's just held back longer.
It's held back long, or it's just a better secret. It's a better kept secret.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
Because as far as I know about hoes,
the dudes that
they're always around. They've always been around.
Yeah, I guess it's looking at it from a looking not from a female's perspective in this case, because I would say there was always a guy who would do it. Like and it was, but in our school it was like surprising. It was like, oh, that was the guy who was getting it, and no one else was, and it was talked about because of that. So that's why I'm saying I doubt that it was like, it wasn't the usual that everybody got laid in 8th grade. It was more like somewhere in high school you lose your virginity.
I'll give you that because I was the most out there dude I knew for a while.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was asking. Were you like a special case in the sense of the timing?
I've always considered myself because I didn't have that girls are icky phase. I got 3 older brothers, so I've been being exposed to women since I could conceptualize. Like in preschool, I told you, Amy Valdez, we were after recess, like me and her just stayed in the little play school.
If you want to defend yourself. No.
That was my girl, bro. Like we examined each other's bodies and shit. Like I feel like she's the reason why I probably
you didn't play doctor. You played gynecologist.
We played Inspector Gadgets, like without gadgets. Okay. We
that would have been really advanced.
We played fucking see and say. Like I don't know what we played.
Scratch and sniff.
We played figure this out with each other. That's a good one. Scratch. Yes. Because we were 3rd grade. Like we stayed in the little. See,
that's very.
We
young.
Stayed in the play school castle on the playground.
I mean, is that young for? That's young for you, right?
It's the youngest I know.
That's yes. That's what I'm saying. Youngest I know. Is like like I saw porn when I was really really little, but I was not a promiscuous. Like still wasn't like that guy.
I was.
It's like normal.
So nap time kindergarten. 2 years later after Amy, I'm nap time. And trying to look up my fucking teacher's dress as she's walking around monitoring us and shit. And Miss Doty was like 60 something. Like she was,
the same equipment, presumably, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm a 5-year-old looking up a 65-year-old lady's fucking moo-moo. Like, what am I doing, bro? Like I was off. It didn't matter. I was just intrigued by the opposite sex. I was just always
It could have been
intrigued.
Marlon Brando.
No, I saw gray fur hanging out the outer grannies. Thank you, better half. I was an off kid, and then 1st grade, I end up having a 3rd grade girlfriend, and I'm French kissing with her in the water fountain. Like,
well, since we're talking about kids, I have a topic. I was saving this, and I want to bring this up because I was curious if you have heard these. I saw this clip of new hip phrases that the kids are using today, like in early high school, middle school. And you have family, you have young people in your life, so it's very surprising.
I had a
22. Okay,
but here because this might be on there. I had a 22-year-old tell me like a month ago, like I was talking to her, and I talk well, or I engaged effortlessly with people. She said, "Oh my gosh, you are working your Riz, aren't you?"
Riz is one of them. Rizzler,
I knew it.
Riz.
I knew it. I said, "What the fuck are you?
What's a Rizzler?"
Okay. She said to me, "Well, if you don't know, then you just don't know." I'm like,
somebody who has a lot of Riz.
Charisma. It's short for charisma. I was like, dude, I said, you kids are just lazy.
Hang on, there's more.
I said,
there's way more.
Wait, hold on. This is my homegirl. Okay, this is my homegirl Eve. I'm gonna put her on. She's calling me.
Okay. We'll come back to this.
Yes, because this is good. Because I don't know. These kids baffle me day after day. Hold on. Hey, E, hold on. I'm gonna put you on speaker. I'm doing my podcast right now. Fuck you on, girl. Huh? Oh, you send me extras? All right, fine. All right, bye. Oh yeah, all right, for sure. This
is a cut.
Yeah, that was.
We're gonna cut that whole thing.
Yeah.
The girl.
Yeah, the E. She's. We'll get her back on later. She's barred out like a.
All right. Okay, Giat.
What is that? Fucking Papua New Guinean? Is that English?
Do you know what that is?
Giat.
Yes. What's a Giat? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Giat.
Spell it.
Gyat.
Gya.
There's a level 2 Giat, a level 3 Giat, 4, and 5.
I don't know.
And here's the thing. For teachers, it's get your act together. For other students, it's big butt. So like that, she's rizzling with a Giat.
That's, oh boy.
Isn't that wild? Like, it gets better. It gets better.
Oh boy.
Okay. You ever paid a phantom tax?
No.
Because you look so good, you got to pay like a phantom tax.
Oh, man.
Do you know skibbity?
Skibbity doo dah. Skibbity wee bop.
Skibbity.
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 No.
That means like you're so funny or you look good. How about sigma? Okay. This is the dumbest one. How about sigma? It means alpha. But I'm pretty sure sigma is just another Greek letter.
I was just about to say
is
alpha,
absolutely
beta, sigma,
not
theta.
alpha.
I used to know the Greek alphabet.
So,
I still know most.
So now
of
they're
it.
using that as code for alpha.
So instead of being the best,
Instead of being the alpha,
instead of using the word
alpha,
that
yes.
in the same language,
yes,
or alpha,
in the same Greek, that's mind blowing, isn't it?
What the fuck are these? What are they?
But now you can walk.
Like,
now when you meet somebody young, you'd be like, I'm the sigma.
No, I'm gonna say this is why I don't engage with anyone under fucking.
Get your Rizzlin Giat out of my sigma face, because I'm skippity boo.
Because you are a beta, you non-alpha sigma. Fucking what?
I know.
This is why the last time a girl tried to talk to me, we both just at the end of the conversation, we both just looked at each other like.
You mean like a young person?
She was. I called her out. I was like, "You're not 20." She said she was 23 or 24. I was like,
"No." Did she say 23 or 24? Because that's definitely a lie.
It was. I can't.
If you say "or" when you're telling someone your age,
my homeboy was like, "What are you, 23?" Like it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm being semantic. Go on.
But you're right.
Oh, is that what
it was she like the dude I was with was like, "Nah, bro, she's like 24." I was like. And then I said, best case scenario, 23, but this bitch is like 20. Let me see your ID. She was like, yeah, you're right. I'm 23, 24-ish. And I was like, thank you. You're lying. Let me see your ID. The bitch was 20. Like, long story short. And it's just like.
Well, she could have felt 23, 24.
You can't identify.
I identify as
you shouldn't be identifying as fucking how. You shouldn't be identifying as that old in a 21 and over club. You can bitch. Really? I've had that dance done on me before. Like I meet a chick, she tells me she's 22 turning 23, she's 19 turning 20, and that was at Highlight Room. And that was after I find that out.
I have a
after
friend
I was
at a party.
We wake up in my bed, sans clothing.
I got you. I have a friend. This is similar that at a party that you know him really well, but I know him. He threw this house party, and I was there with another friend, and we're upstairs. You know, there's like a hot tub downstairs, big DJ thing. We were upstairs, and this guy sits down next to this girl. He's like, "Hi," and the girl goes, "I'm 19."
That's
he was like, okay.
That was her way of saying, "I'm down if you are."
No, that was like, "Get away from me." You're
19. That's legal.
I know.
That's her way of saying.
Well, maybe she said 17, but whatever it was like. Definitely the message was the opposite of what you're thinking.
I'm too young for
I
you,
saw
Grandpa.
the interaction.
Yeah,
it was not. And we both know I'm just not going to, moving on.
Right. I'll scream rape, sir.
This is the other thing I was going to mention, and I wanted to mention on the podcast. So sometimes I'll text you things when we're lining this up,
right?
And then you'll be like, you'll do a thumbs up to my message. All right.
Right.
Please don't do that anymore, because I don't know if this does it on iPhone, but on the Android phone, it's the gayest thing I've ever seen. Like there's hearts pop up all over it. The whole message turns pink. Thumbs ups go around.
I liked the message.
And it's like that's
on iPhone. It's literally like,
yeah,
like it's literally just
the little icon on the end.
Because we have a heart too.
But on Android, it's like a flowery. Like, all this animation coming.
Unicorns, pussy juice, olive oil.
Rainbow goes across. They do like the alphabet song, but with only a few letters, if you know what I mean.
A, B, C, F, B.
Nah, it's more like LGBTQYA.
Put it.
Question mark.
Anywho, that only happens when Gare Bear's here. Get out of here. What other fucking dumbass children's euphemisms?
That was the ones I had. That's all I got. But they're still Rizzler. So let's go over Rizzler.
That's the only one.
You can be Rizzler. Skibbity. That means you're funny or good looking. Then there's Sigma, which definitely means alpha. Then there's what was the other one? The other one was Giat. Like you're driving a Fiat, but it's a Giat. Like you're driving a Giat, a big butt. But that means get your act together.
So now teachers are acronyming.
No, if they use it on a teacher, if they're talking about a teacher, it means get your act together behind their back. But if they use it on another girl, it's like, but I'm not sure that holds up. There's some.
I think we should stop trying to figure out how teenagers communicate.
We just got to get one on here. Let's kidnap one.
I got a 16, 17-year-old niece, but she's fucking, Dean's like she's brilliant. But which means she should know all this. She goes to Culver High.
She should know all the cool phrases. I would love to know all the cool phrases.
She's captain of the volleyball team of Culver High and student body fucking president. Like she's the shit.
So she's no simp. See what I did there?
She's no giat, that's for sure.
Oh no?
She's no ass.
Oh.
And she got her act together. She's just extremely emotional, as she should be. She's going through a lot this year. But she's brilliant, and she'd have answers to all. I'm sure she could give us about 30 more of those.
That'd be awesome. We should do that.
Because she's every time I see her, it's thumb fucking assault on that goddamn iPhone. If she was a stenographer,
Why don't they just
she'd be waiting for the fucking court to talk. She's like, yeah, niggas can't talk faster than this.
They have there's like a shortage of those. Why don't they just like force everyone's keyboard into stenographer keyboards? And
or
then
just
it'd be
press
so
record.
Easy. Well, yeah, I mean,
like, why the fuck are people still typing?
Honestly, that's going to be one of those AI taking jobs, like the voice recognition kind of things.
Dude, baseball umpire.
Well, the strike zone.
Whitey won't let that happen. It's America's. It'll take away from the purity of the game. Getting calls right will take away from the purity of the game. What the fuck kind of nonsense is that?
The changes are coming slowly. In baseball.
It's just that the old white dude that owns fucking half of MLB is still an umpire for just what? It's a dumb. It doesn't matter why. It's just we don't want these old white men out of jobs just yet. I mean,
I think you still have to have a guy there.
You have the dude in the fucking booth.
No, I think you still have to. I think
you can have home umpire, sure.
I think you for the swing around, you have the eye for that, like on the side or whatever. That's like it's just reasonable to have that. Like I don't
for what
so that we can keep paying people. Like we're going to take away so many jobs anyway, and that's part of the fun. These guys, who are you going to kick dirt at and yell in their face?
Okay.
The home umpire. You're right. It's the home. Yeah.
Home.
But who's on first?
The first base umpire.
Exactly. Who?
We don't need him. Like, because, dude, we got cameras at left and we got cameras at both the fucking lines.
They already can tell. Like, they already have machines that
every
read
fucking where. I think they said there's like 36 fucking cameras that.
Yeah, and the umpires will review the games to see what they messed up and try to do better. And the batters are like, I knew it. Or they're like, oh, I was mistaken.
And now this fucking series is 2-2 and we lost because that's the pivotal fucking game that we should have won. Like,
now you're talking NBA refs.
Just NBA refs is a little is
because baseball Dodgers are killing it
now. Well, yeah, I'm not.
They went through a slump, actually. Everyone was like, what's going on? And then they're like, oh, everyone
Dodgers
just getting their swing.
Hey, guys, we don't get interested until after
I have high hopes. This just became Dodgers talk.
Bro, I've had Dodgers are, ever since before we got Mookie, when we still had fucking we sent to the Padres.
I hadn't really become a fan.
Bad attitude having ass.
So I hadn't really become. I had a thing. I was kind of against baseball kind of my whole life because I was kind of forced to play it as a kid, and now I'm an adult, and I
played everything. And my dad, they were LA team fans, except the Clippers because they suck and they're not an LA team. Fuck you guys. Take your ass back to San Diego, or just go. Inglewood's cool. Just get the fuck out of Staples Center. But anyways, every other LA team, I'm a sports fanatic. Like I watch all of this shit. So I've always been a Dodger fan, dude. My shit goes back to fucking Fernando. Like that motherfucker was a pitcher when I was. He was our pitcher. So
I've been looking.
Valenzuela.
Paying attention to the history now, dude, because it gets talked about a lot.
Right.
And so
then it's familiar with the 1920 Black Sox.
I do not know that history, and I would love to know it. Actually.
The game that fucking.
Oh, are you talking about Pete Rose, the betting one? Oh, that was Black something because it was called Black something. Not what you're talking about.
That Pete Rose was modern day
79,
betting.
79,
that's
right?
modern day. He was just betting on himself and his team and shit.
But they called it Black something.
1920. The mob literally rigged the World Series. Lucky Luciano and fucking
The Boardwalk Empire guys?
yes. And it wasn't even Luciano, it's the smart one that Luciano worked for.
Milky?
The Jew.
Milky.
No, that's Chalky White. That's the
No. The guy that was okay, maybe I called him Milk because it looked like milk toast in the show.
What's this? He's why dude, I hate this because I know all these motherfuckers' names like my fucking toes. God damn.
Well, what are your toes' names? Let's start with that.
They'll tell you when you pull my foot out your ass.
You knew their name. There's a
Damn it. What the fuck?
I thought it could be like Benny, Sal, Rodney,
right?
Joseph,
yeah,
and Judas. He's giving me trouble all the time.
He's always switching up on me, man.
He's like 30 pieces, dude. I'll be cool.
Right? You put on these shit.
Here, I'm gonna look it up for you. You said the second not
just
Luciano.
look up Black Socks. Just look up Black Socks.
Okay.
And it'll because this shit was fixed by I just had it.
Oh yeah. I don't know how I
Bruh, how about
Rothstein
Joe
or Stein, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Arnie,
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
this motherfucker completely fixed the fucking World Series.
Come on, all you gotta do is lose.
And dude, the Blacks, dude, that was bruh. And that's because he was able to buy the fucking umps. And, but 100 years later, these motherfuckers are a fixture in the game.
Man,
Fuck out of here, dude. It don't make sense. And it's the same shit. You know they have NBA fucking Tim Donaghy was fucking convicted of fucking fixing
recently?
NBA game. This was less than 20 years ago. This was in the 2000s.
you know, since we're on the Dodgers, we're talking about fixing. What do you think?
Bruh.
Do you think Shohei was doing it? Or like, do you think it really was all his guy? Or do you think the dude did seppuku, whatever, where he fell on his sword for him? He's like, I'll take the fall.
Yes. So I think
like he got caught doing like, cause he wasn't gambling on himself, right?
he was gambling on their games.
So he was gambling on their game or whoever was placing the bets.
Just on games.
But that only works if you're going to lose, right?
It does either way.
But no, I'm saying like, you can't know if you're okay. So if I'm in a game, I'm in a boxing match and I'm going to say, I'll take a fall. Like I can't guarantee you I'm going to win for the money unless that guy's in on it too. Right.
So that's this.
Right.
So you haven't watched Gentlemen?
Is this the one with the fight falling and they're supposed to take a fall and you hang himself?
Where the brother is
himself because he's upset.
Does he?
Or no, the TV show.
This was on Netflix.
Yeah,
it just came out a few months ago.
It's on my list because the director.
So her brother's a boxer. He's the fucking man, right?
But tell me,
it could go either way.
Okay,
it's just like Pulp Fiction.
I get it, but listen,
he's supposed to take the fall, but if he bets on himself to win,
right?
It depends on what you're betting on.
Okay, but here's the thing: if I'm in a boxing match with you. Okay. Or let's say an evenly matched. I don't know. I don't want to get into who's going to win something. Right. But let's say I'm in an evenly matched boxing match. Right.
If it's an evenly matched fight, it's hard to fix that motherfucker.
Right.
Well, but it's not hard, but somebody has to take.
It's not hard to fix if I'm going to take a fall.
Right.
Right. But if I don't take a fall, I can't be the one fixing the fight because I'm going to just go out there like I'm going to fight.
You can't. If you're taking a fall, somebody has paid you way more money than you're getting paid for the fight. To do that because you taking the fall. I know,
but my point is...
Because everybody's bet on you to win, so they need you to lose so they don't have to pay out all these wins.
But that's also why I'm saying...
And they bet against you, so it's a double win for them. They don't have to pay out all the fucking wins, and they fucking win. It's.
I do understand all of that already.
And the Red Sox were a shoe-in for that motherfucking World Series.
My point is, it's hard... You can't go the other way. It's taking the fall because then you're
that's the standard way to fix a fight.
But I can't take money from. You can't be like.
That's why you got to watch The Gentleman because it happens.
Okay, but with the other side involved, is the other side in on it?
We'll call it a double cross.
Is the other side in on it at all?
Yes.
Like
there's two sides of the other side though.
Okay. Sure. I'm just saying in the actual event, if it's man on man, they both have to be in on who's going to win or lose.
So no.
Unless there's people expected and they do the thing and then they don't fucking do it.
It's like Kimbo Slice fighting McGregor. And McGregor, he's a great fighter and he believes he's actually going to win. But we've already gotten to Kimbo Slice, or I forgot which fighter I just used, but Kimbo and he's supposed to take the fall, but your manager isn't playing ball. McGregor's manager isn't playing ball. So I wink at you in the third round and Kimbo Slice turns into Kimbo Slice.
So then he takes the fall.
No, Kimbo Slice beats the brakes
meaning the
out
other
of
guy.
Conor
Like, it's
Wynn.
kind of like, okay.
When Kimbo was supposed to lose so that McGregor could become the champ. But because your side, McGregor's side, didn't agree to pay me my fucking cut, now I'm going to fuck now.
Because he was the superior fighter anyway.
Boom.
But now he's turning on his old plan in the first place.
To show you that I'm fucking Don King.
Right.
And fights go the way I want them to go, not the way you think they're supposed to.
I guess what I'm saying is that
a fight could be fixed in an array of ways, but usually taking a dive is the standard. That's the standard fix.
My point is, I guess, is that's why.
But there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, of course. But in addition to it being
especially
cheating,
in the illegal sense.
How many ways to literally skin a cat?
I feel like there really is one.
Take its skin off.
Boom.
Yeah, we didn't need Jeffrey Dahmer for that.
Remove the skin from the body. That's
yeah. We don't need a taxidermist in here for that. Just fucking, I don't know. Just the same way I take the back off a rack of ribs before I cook it.
That's like saying there's more than one way to eat a burger.
You take the extra fat off the ribs on the back.
Nah, I go to town.
Oh, dude.
But are you talking
before
about
you cook it?
Are you talking about the burnt ends or the fat cap?
You take a whole rack of ribs before
you cook it. That's the fat cap.
And you turn it over. And you take there's like a strip of fat. You strip off the whole thing.
You're supposed to do that.
I know, and I've done both ways because I got a grill, did some slow cooking.
Yeah,
smoker.
So I've only cooked ribs twice, and both times they were from Costco, and that was already done.
No, my best cook was like a 14, 16-hour cook.
Yeah, that's slow. That's slow.
Like 3 or 4. It was during COVID. I bought a smoker and then got into it with the temperature gauges and stuff.
You did that shit low and slow, 180, 180.
Had nothing to do.
All goddamn day.
It went between like 140.
That was like a 24-hour process. You let it marinate overnight.
It was more like 4 days, dude. I was planning it for it was like all that was COVID. It's like, what are you doing this week? Oh, I'm cooking ribs. Like today? No. I'll get back with you next week.
Motherfuckers with special seasons from Madagascar and shit that took like, oh, dude, I did that shit once with the fucking
like February.
with the tri-tip.
You want to come to a cookout? It's going to be in March.
With a tri-tip. I did that shit with a tri-tip. My dad had just got the that egg, that green fucking.
Oh, those are cool. Yeah,
bruh. He hates it. He ended up getting another one that is.
I do like the standard.
Really shits on it. So the one he got is you could do any way you want to grill or cook. Like it's a steamer, like not steamer. It's a.
Yeah, I got one that was like charcoal.
Thing. You could do
smoke pit.
You could do charcoal, fucking gas, fucking
mine doesn't
wood
do
chips.
gas,
you could anything you want to cook with. You could use that.
Although being from North Texas, I really should be using propane. Propane and propane accessories.
God damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Hey, propane.
I can heal you, Dad. I'm a shaman.
He said, I was that
went over there now.
Propane.
I've been going to make there now. That's great. Maybe we should. You know what? This is a good pod. Let's pause because we're cooking. We're fucking cooking. Let's pause and this will be an interesting.
Hey, I think this you might have heard the last of the old GB.
Oh no,
part of this
GB's still welcome. He's just going to come back and half his mouth's not going to work.
He's welcome, but he's a segment. He's a segment now.
Well, let's wait till he moves for that. I won't release this.
Or we'll just tell him we're starting like an hour after we. I guess I just got to be on time, and then just like
you got
and then we got to
starting 2 hours after,
and then we just got to take a break and just
Oh, you ready to start?
Because he can't get in without the keys and shit. So it's just like, oh shit, we're break time.
All right. On that note, we'll be
just kidding.